What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the live stream. It's good to see everybody. It's great to be doing a live stream again. Let's see, I need to make this a little bit bigger so I can read your comments. We're just getting set up. Please be patient with us, you guys. Hey Lee, hey Teo. Jay, how's it going? How's it going, everybody? It's good to see you guys. Make sure that you give a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. We're gonna be just messing around with the screen, so and the stream. So it's nothing crazy. Just having fun, trying to build some community again. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. At first, I'm going to put together some bubbles that I've been making. So we'll start off with that. I'm working on some little projects today, little droplets and stuff. If you guys have any questions, let me know. We got Kenzo over in the background doing some switching, but he's trying to fix my phone. That's why we were running a little bit late, because Verizon is having a difficult time with my phone right now. Oh, thanks, Lee. Yeah, you can see the garden in the background. It looks good, right? Yeah, they're squash plants, exactly. All right, let's get some glass blowing happening. We got all the cameras set up for you guys. It's still pretty warm here in California. Oh, look at all those camera angles for you guys. So this is some North Star yellow, and I'm going to be putting together a few bubbles to make this droplet. That's for an old friend who ordered it so long ago, and he's been super patient as I've tried to build all this other stuff. So the camera angles, for those of you guys who haven't seen this before, these are the same camera angles that we use for the workshops. I mean, not the same station, but like the same kind of idea. We're able to stream multiple cameras at the same time, and all in 1080. So yeah, if you haven't checked out one of the workshops yet, you should definitely do it. Just blowing up this bubble. I appreciate that, Kevin, very much. You know, it's you guys that continue to watch these that allow me to do this, which is really appreciated. When I was doing oh, we're out of water here. Let's get some water. When I was doing these live streams during the lockdown, I was having to do all the switching and talking and typing and blowing glass at the same time, and it became a lot to handle. So now we're gonna have Kenzo help a little bit. Get some water really fast. There's one in my wall on the chakra, but you can find one anywhere. Thank you. Yes, Snook Glass is a student of the online school, and I really appreciate working with him. He's a quick learner and does a lot of hard work to get as good as he has so fast. If anyone sees Wolf Lock, tell him that it's time to stream again. I haven't talked to him about it, but Wolf used to be the moderator for these streams. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that so much. No, I didn't evaporate all the water. I cleaned up my bench yesterday and didn't refill it. I'm in Northern California, so it doesn't get super hot over here. Where are you guys from? Why doesn't everyone put in where they're from? Maybe if you were blowing glass, how long, or just watching for fun because you find it relaxing. Curious to see. We have 47 people watching right now, which is fantastic. I really appreciate everyone. Make sure all those 47 people give a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. If you don't do it for me, do it for the algorithm. Las Vegas, Asheville, Toronto, Texas, Georgia, Chicago. We got people from all over the world. It's so cool to see this community, to see how many people we're able to connect with on this thing that we love to do. Boise, Idaho. I know that we got a couple of people from Idaho, and definitely there's a friend of mine who blows glass near Toronto as well. Open this up a little bit, and that will connect these two. Thanks you guys for just liking. For everybody who's just joined, thank you guys so much for joining and checking this out. Let's do it this way. Connect these two, push and pull a little bit. Looks like there's a little black spot in this glass. Might be a seed or some imperfection in the color. This is solid color that I'm using, so I'm gonna figure out a way to pull this out, or at least try to. Okay, let's try to pull this out. See what this thing is here. Little piece of schmutz, that's what we call it. All right, got it out. So now we're going to bring these two bubbles together. Thanks, Ashes of Laughter. Thank you. This is the original North Star Yellow. This is one of the very first colors, and I had a special request for a droplet in this color, so I'm stacking up the bubbles that I made earlier. Trippy Hippie Collections. How do I feel about some of the prices of glass heady work in the US? I feel good. I think it should be more expensive. I think the more money that artisans can get paid for their work, the more people will be able to do it, the more the industry will grow, the more legitimacy it gives to the craft. As much money as people are willing to spend on glass, I would support. It takes a long time, many years of hard work to get good. So I think people should be paid for their time just like any other craft or any other job. All right, bringing these two bubbles together. Hey, Rafael from Brazil. I'm not sure I quite understand the question, but I teach all the time. Revereglass.com is an online school, so you should check that out. And I've had a couple of people suggest that I should go down to Brazil and teach, and I'm happy to be a part of setting that up if you'd like to. The words of wisdom for an aspiring lampworker is don't give up, keep practicing, don't get discouraged, be comfortable with failure. We got 57 people watching. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Last time we were trying to get to 100. I don't know if we ever made it. Maybe we did once. We were trying to get to 100 likes in one live stream. So let's see if we can't try to do that today. All right, we got two bubbles together. Let's get another one. Another bubble ready. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm Brodman. So Kenzo, are you still working on it, right? Yeah. Okay, don't worry about anything else then. We got to get that fixed so I can communicate with the world. Or replaced it by the Apple Store today, and they're having a difficult time activating it. So Kenzo is nice enough to work on that a little bit. All right, we're almost halfway to 100 likes, and we're only 25 minutes in or so. I know I started a little bit late, but thanks for being patient. 41. So sometimes I'm gonna miss the questions. So Lee, are you still in this chat? If you're still in this chat, will you remember any questions if I'm not looking, and then are you still in the chat? If you guys are in the chat, help me out a little bit because I might not be able to see the screen. It's normally in front of me, but Kenzo's using that screen for some switching stuff for the stream. So now it's on the side screen. I have to look over to check the questions. Okay. Thanks for helping with this, Kenzo. Click on Spence and KO Glassworks and make them both moderators. On the oh, it's over here. Just bring me the keyboard. I can do it. Oops, that's the wrong pedal. I have so many pedals under my desk, you guys. Right now I have 3. I'm thinking about adding a 4th pedal. All right, we'll open this up. We got a couple on there. Let's go get another one. Oh, I keep clicking the wrong pedal. I better move this pedal over there. This is the password, okay? Kenzo, click the yes on the screen there. No. Well, Frosty Balls, that's a great question, and I appreciate the question. So, I didn't want to say it specifically in that flyer that I put up today, but I'm going to be trying to do Tuesday evenings for a live stream because Kenzo works Tuesday evenings, and so kind of that's the plan. So yeah, we're going to try to do it. We have 67 people in here today, which is great. For those of you guys that are just in, we're trying to get to 100 likes, 100 thumbs up for this video before we stop the stream. So if you haven't given a thumbs up or subscribed to the channel, please do so. It really, really helps us continue to provide this and to make videos and support the channel. I mean, every little bit helps here, guys. All right, blow up this bubble. What inspires you to continue to innovate every year? I think it's just like boredom, almost, Lee. Just like, I don't know, I want to see new things. So I better create them. I'm not going to wait for somebody else to do so. All right, let's add this third bubble into the mix here. There we go. Third bubble connected. Can you guys see okay? How are the camera angles for everybody? I'm building a glass empire tail, and you're going to help me do it when you come out here. So we're building an empire, aren't we? Yeah, we have the 3 up right now because Kenzo's in the middle of helping me with my phone. But as soon as that's finished, I think we'll be able to switch kind of back and forth between the ones and sometimes put up the 3. Melting this third bubble in. Man, starting at a specific time definitely puts the pressure on to get everything ready. I'm using a lav mic, which is what studio, which is on the website revereglass.com if you haven't checked it out. Sometimes I use a shotgun mic lately, which has been nice. Mic is clipping out a little bit. Is it clipping out for anybody else? How's the mic sound for everybody else? Does it seem clean? Is that a problem isolated to Jay? Or is that a problem that we need to look at? Put the, I don't know which camera we're connected to. Let me put this out of my pocket, see if that helps a little bit. That might help a little bit. Let's see if that changes anything. Otherwise, we might have to switch the mics. Hey Kenzo, you want to switch to the shotgun mic and see if that helps a little bit? We're going to try to switch mics, you guys, and we will see if that helps a little bit. Testing, mic testing 1, 2. Are we on the new mic? All right, now we are on the new, well, it's a different mic. There's also a new mic. So let us know if this makes a difference for you guys. This one is only going to work on my bench, so I'm planning to go over to the lathe a little bit so we can switch it back to that one when I go over to the lathe. Alright, we're starting to build up this bubble. Alright, there we go. Let's add another section of yellow. It's still going in and out. Yeah, this one will have a little bit more background noise. It's further away. It's not connected directly to me. Well, let's leave it on this one for a second, and then we'll switch it back. I don't want to put too much onto Kenzo at the moment, so let's not put too much on Kenzo at the moment because he is in the middle of trying to help fix my phone. So as long as the mic is acceptable. Kenzo, why don't you switch back to the lav? Yeah, we're gonna switch back to the lav just because we know that's okay. Yes, Trippy Hippie Collections. You should check out revereglass.com. I also do jewelry work. So there are definitely other forms of flame arts that I do. I grew up around them, and so I do some metal smithing, some gold smithing as well. All right, let's get ready to attach another bubble. Are you guys ready for another bubble? Open this up a little bit. Old boy, I would recommend you sign up to take classes at revereglass.com and buy tools. The reason I can recommend that is that it's only 10 bucks a month at revereglass.com. So you're gonna have enough money left over to buy tools. All right, next bubble. Thanks, I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Heathens Workshop. Yeah, please do. Please go ahead and you can sign up for classes at revereglass.com. There's a free trial too. I mean, you guys just see if you like it, and you won't even be charged until you cancel. I mean, unless you can. You will be charged unless you cancel, but you have a week to cancel. And then there's some people in here like Lee. If you're still in here, Lee, I'd love for you to tell them a little bit about the mentorship program and the master classes that we do every 2 weeks and how that's working for you. I know you've been doing it with me for a while. And Teo Glassworks has taken one. She's taken a master class with me. I do it every 2 weeks on Wednesdays. There's people from all over, and we help each other with the work and go over the demo together. It's a lot of fun. I really love the community. Really good people, like Lee says. It's super supportive, super nice. Wait, 70 people watching, 72 people watching, and only 60 thumbs up? Come on, you guys. Let's get those thumbs up going. If you guys all just do the thumbs up now, we can break that 100 benchmark in the first hour. All right, got my 4th bubble connected. Take off the blow tube. I wasn't personal, Francisco. I was saying in general. I'm sure many of you guys have given the thumbs up. Jay, Deviant's Glass has come out here for a private glass retreat. Jay, if you would like to talk about that option as well, I'm sure some people might be interested. But Jay came out here for, maybe almost 2 weeks or a week at least. And we worked together for a week, and then he took a week-long workshop with Derek Mitzel when he taught here in person. And that was a really great experience. There is a trampoline in the background, and that's what that is. I have a big ass trampoline in my backyard. You can't quite see it it's next to the garden over this way. But yeah, I jump on that every day for 40 minutes when I wake up. And I have some guests here at the house right now, and they're using it. So that's what it is. It's not people going at it, but it does sound like it on a hella squeaky mattress. James, better late than never. Thanks for coming. I'm working on setting up some stuff for a droplet for a friend of mine. He wanted one out of North Star Yellow to match some of his other pieces. So I'm gonna do that for him. He's been waiting so long. He's a hash maker, an old-time friend of mine. A hash artisan. Yeah, Jay, I've opened it up to private glass retreats again. So definitely you're welcome to come back. Just as long as my schedule permits. It's pretty darn booked, but I'd love to have you back. Well, thanks, Lee. I appreciate everything you've said. It's very, very sweet. So thank you. Thank you for being part of the community. They're gonna get tired soon. The trampoliners. I don't think they could go for much longer. It takes a lot of energy. It took me a lot of practice to get up to 40 minutes straight. But I bet I annoy my neighbors. They know what it is by now, but I'm sure at the beginning they were like, what is going on here? Every morning at 10 a.m., this trampoline just going off. Yeah, Teo, definitely connect with Lee. Lee's got an Instagram, and then Lee's hair has his own Instagram. So you might want to check out Lee's hair's Instagram as well. Carrie, when you come out here, you can jump on the trampoline. You're going to be staying right next to it. So please bring your trampolining legs and jump on the trampoline. All right, look at that. We're getting 4 on here. Now we're gonna put the 5th one. I think that should be enough for the main body. Yeah, one more. All right, let's even that out a little bit. Hey, you're using the links from the old studio. That's awesome. I'm glad. Is it one of the black ones? There was a few of those that I sold. Dead Boy Grim, 70 people watching, 73 likes. You guys are amazing. We're gonna break 100 if you guys keep it up. See, look, they got tired so quick on the trampoline. One of them just left. Takes a lot of energy to trampoline. All right, let's pick this out. Pick this hole out. Okay, close. All right. Open this hole up a little bit. I have the Naquala plugged in today, so maybe I'm gonna try to use it. You know what? I'll use it right now. I got a way to use this Naquala right now. Let's use the Naquala, you guys. I've been meaning to do it, and I got it set up now with the Bunsen, so I can do it. And now we're gonna do it. Now we're just gonna do it. Put this here. Pick this thing up. There we go. Open this up like this. Pop this guy in here. All right, let's turn this on. Put that there. Slow it down a little bit. Oh man, this is nice actually. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's nice. Now we can just keep that warm. All right, let's go get that other section. Oh, now there's no rush. You just take it easy. Pat Jones, how many years have I been blowing glass? No, this is my first day. I just started at 7 p.m. 7:10. I'm just kidding. I don't know, maybe 26 years. Dedicated my life to this. Dedicated my life to helping people learn about it because I love it so much. I just love melting stuff. So I just want everyone else to melt stuff too. Open that up. All right. Yeah, you guys can see the Naquala just fine. That's nice. I'm glad we got it set up today. Open that up. You know what we can do? Let's move this back a little bit. Let's move this back a little bit. Give me a little bit more room. Oh, thank you, Carrie. That means a lot. I appreciate that. I just try to be me. Seems like everyone else is already taken, so I'm the only one left to be. All right, welcome back. I'm Dustin, and now the mic seems to be working. All right, we're gonna melt this in a little bit, and then we're gonna switch this, try to make a really nice connection. All right, melting this in a little bit. Got a really nice yellow color coming here. So beautiful. Hey, Bohemian Boro. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. It's so good to see you and your family blowing glass together. How beautiful is that? Thanks, you guys. Well, we just were fixing the mic. You know, these are just the fun streams that say what's up to everybody, build some community streams. So, you know, it's not set up quite like the workshop. It's a little different. How do I like the robot? I don't know, Joe. I've used it a little bit, and so I really can't make an assessment yet. But I think that it could be a very valuable tool. All right, melting this one in. Yeah, you know, we were doing a lot of live streams. I know some of you guys remember. We were doing a bunch of live streams during, you know, the first part of COVID. I think we almost did 100 in a row or something. We did a lot. And then it really got to, well, there was some other personal things going on, and it became difficult for me to try to run the cameras, set up the mics and everything, and do everything at once. But now I have somebody who works with me full time. His name is Kenzo, and he's able to help. So we thought that we should do some streams again. 79 thumbs ups, you guys. I know that the audience switches a little bit, so if you haven't given a thumbs up yet, if you have, Francisco, you're good. But if you haven't, definitely give it a thumbs up, because we're gonna aim for 100 thumbs ups in this video. Thank you, Bohemian Boro. Well, you know, we try to do nice things. We try to do it as nice as we can, and there's always room for improvement. That's a Buddhist saying. It says, you're perfect just the way you are, but you can use a little improvement. I think it's pretty true. All right, I'm gonna open this torch up just a little bit. Try to get a nice soaking heat in there. Maybe marver just a bit, even this out. Blow. All right. I want a Dustin bobblehead too. So yeah, just send me Dustin bobbleheads. I know somebody who had a custom bobblehead made for their partner. It was really cute. All right, now we're going to switch the blow tube so you have that all nice and even. I'm gonna attach a blow tube and then even out this other side. And then that's pretty much the prep work for a droplet. 93 likes, we're so close, you guys. We can do the 100 and we can do it in the first hour. There's 8 minutes left in the first hour. We can get to 100 and you guys are amazing. The best audience ever on a live stream to get this many likes so far. Give yourselves all a pat on the back, and while you're patting yourself on the back, click that like. Oh, 98, 98. I know there's 2 of you in the room that haven't liked it yet. We're gonna do it. You know, Carrie, people have asked me the other day, somebody was like, do you sell your bandanas like girls on OnlyFans sell their underwear? You know, it got me thinking. Used Revere bandanas full of sweat from on the torch videos. Oh man, you guys are crazy. All right, but okay, so when I was making the website, this is true. I was looking at different domain names. I wasn't sure I was going to use revereglass.com for the online school. And there's like, anyway, I tried to get the website Only Flames, but it was taken. And I was like, man, that would be a great website, Only Flames, for people to share about glassblowing. But unfortunately, the domain is already taken, so I didn't choose onlyflames.com. 106, we did it. We did it. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. You all are amazing. 106 likes. I'll shut up about it now because we got to the number that I set arbitrarily. Letting you in on my working time, but there's more accurate instruction on the website, even more so than on the torch, more detailed instruction. On the torch is trending towards demonstration. Revereglass.com tends to trend towards instruction. All right, let's open this up a little bit. So they're having that much trouble with this digital sim, Kenzo?
Yeah, I've had to turn it off, turn it on, reset it,
Yeah. It's crazy, right? It's like, this is their technology. All right, let's open up this hole and attach a blow tube. All right. Open this up. I can't see the phone super well at the moment. Let's open this up. I also have these dark glasses on, so that makes it a little harder to see the computer screens. All right. It's a little bit big, but that'll be okay. Was distracted talking to you guys, making my hole a little bit big. What's that? Okay. Okay. There. And there we go. That is looking like almost a blank for a droplet. Center that a little bit if we can. All right. Now we're going to remove the blow tube. This is North Star Yellow. For those of you guys that are wondering about the color, it's a pretty color, huh? It's the original North Star Yellow. This is what yellow looked like before we had crayon colors. Oh, those are so many hearts, Lee. Pull off any excess clear here, and then put this in the water. All right. And let's round out this other side, and then we're gonna start building some droplets on the lathe. Even this out, get that all condensed back in, and I'll be able to blow this out and put this in the kiln. Let that stabilize for a second. You can see that the wall is a little uneven, so we just heat that up, blow and condense. We'll be able to even out everything. Oh, I just turned my fan on. That feels so good. Kenzie, you want to put on a little bit more music? Just put on that lo-fi shit that we were listening to. Okay, evening this out. Close to blank status. All right, there we go, you guys. Here's a blank for a droplet. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, there we go. Very pretty colors. All right, let's put that in the kiln for a second. 94 people watching. That's true, Lee. Some of the earlier ones I don't have tattoos on my hand. 93, you guys don't leave the chat. Let's see if we can get 100 people in the chat now that we have 100 likes. You should go to Burning Man. All of you, everyone, let's go to Burning Man. It's not gonna be this year, but we can go next year. All right, put this in the kiln. Alrighty, And now I'm gonna drink something and put this in the kiln. Let's see, we definitely need these two. These three, I guess. I have to put those in the kiln for one. And then, let's see. Let's put this in the kiln. Save these ones for another piece. And we'll put this in the kiln. Wigwag. Put this wigwag in the kiln. All right, and then I have to blow out a little bit more North Star yellow. We're making one all yellow, you guys. These are, they look clear, but they're actually yellow. All right, I'm gonna take a 5 minutes to drink some water, maybe less than 5 minutes. Drink some water, put some disgusting nicotine in my body, and we'll keep going. What's that? On what? No. We'll talk. We'll talk during the break, right, you guys? What do you want to talk about? Oh. On a good day, you guys, I can drink two of these bottles in one day. That's 128 ounces total. Mm-hmm. Big D. My dad calls me that sometimes. No, I don't smoke nicotine. I mean, cigarettes. I was able to quit that, but I vape this juice that my friend makes for me. It's gross. I know, it's a horrible habit. I've quit before, so I'll do it again soon. Thank you, Green with Envy Weed. I appreciate that. Oh, that's a good saying. If your pee looks like water, you're drinking like you oughta. Yeah, Jay knows it's Skittles. My friend makes me Skittles. A lot of people turn the rod away from them. I turn the rod a little bit towards me, but a lot of times I rock back and forth. Uh-oh, see, this mod is broken. Nothing works. It's just another sign to quit. All right, so we're gonna blow a bubble next. We have a virtual studio, part of the online school. You can join the online school for free. You don't even have to pay for anything every month. You can pay for different levels of access, but you can join the online school for free and have access for the online forum and the virtual studio. And if you want to pay $10 a month, you have access to the videos. So yeah, definitely check that out too. If you're looking for more of a community, the virtual studio is a pretty cool place to meet other people. The chili pepper kiln. Let us know how that is. I've never used one. I think a lot of people have it. Mad Blasphemy, Adventures of Glass Lawyer. Yeah, I've quit before, and then my kids, you know, there's just nicotine around, and I took a couple of drags off of vape, and then all of a sudden I was addicted again. So I went back to a very low nicotine, so it's much easier. I'm kind of weaning off. It'll happen next week or two. Hold on, I'm gonna check in with Kenzo 1 second. What's happening here, Kenzo?
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, let me write this down.
Wait, she's not disconnecting you without it happening, right?
It's going to voicemail now, so.
Okay, so it's working. You keep continuing to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, Kenzo's making progress. You guys, I've been trying to activate my phone for 5 hours now. 5 hours. Oh my God. Who knows? Who knows who have called me in 5 hours? All right, here we go. Let us blow a bubble. All right. On with the show. The show must go on. Yes, Kenzo, they are all supporting you. Everyone, tell Kenzo how much you love him for fixing my phone. Carrie said she believes in you. I believe in him too. He's amazing. I've been Mad Glasswork, whatever your long name is, Adventures of Glasspoint. I've switched over to Cymax recently from Boro Artistic Shot. I feel like that's a bit higher quality. It is a bit more money, but I think the glass actually stays hot a little bit longer. It's just kind of a cool feature. Kenzo's switching the cameras and doing the mics and fixing the phone. He's multitasking. Wait, but I'm not gonna have a phone tonight?
Possibly because they closed like a certain time, so I think
So it's done? We're done? She's off the phone? Did you activate it on the phone where it says cellular plan with the QR code? That worked? Okay, so it did get activated. So it should naturally just do it now. Okay, well, we're gonna give it until the end of the stream. Then I know a secret Verizon number to call them at night. We'll try that, if that doesn't work. All right, so Kenzo's back on, fully focused on the stream. He can answer your questions by typing into the chat. I don't know if he's mic'd up. Are you mic'd up, Kenzo? Well, he can answer your questions in the chat. And switch your cameras. You can tell him, Kenzo, why don't you show them all the cameras that we have? You guys can tell us what cameras you want to use. Kenzo can read the chat. Wait, do you have a screen where you can read the chat, Kenzo? Okay, he's got the chat up. All right, let's open this up, blow this bubble. These are the different camera angles for you guys. I think we have 5 cameras set up at the moment, pretty sure. Yeah, 5. And then there's one on the lathe too, for sure. We'll go over to that one if there's time tonight. I'm gonna be streaming till about 9 o'clock. 2-hour stream for you guys. And then we're gonna try to do it again next Tuesday. So mark it on your calendar. 7 p.m. Pacific time, streaming with Dustin, hanging out, talking some bullshit, and maybe blowing a little bit of glass. All right, I can't look at the questions too much at the moment because it's super hot and drippy, and if I turn away for too long, I will drip this all over myself. All right, let's put this on, just melt this nice and slow. See how I'm not making any folds? That's really important when you're doing this kind of work. Get it hot enough, but not too hot to melt your tools. All right. Here we go. Let's push this in. Careful not to mess anything up like my tweezers. And then pull off this little extra. That's how you try to waste as little glass as possible. All right, you guys have all given us a thumbs up and we've surpassed the 100 likes in a live stream, which is amazing. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. We're gonna hit 100,000 eventually. It might be a year or two, but we're gonna hit 100,000 eventually. And when you get 100,000 on YouTube, as many of you know, you get a silver play button. And I know it doesn't mean anything, but it would be super fun to have that silver play button and melt it and do something with glass. So subscribe to the channel and let's get to 100,000 subscribers. We're getting close to 70,000 now. We're 69 something. So subscribe, and then we will get a silver play button and melt the silver play button. We're going for it. We're going for it, Carrie. Might as well, right? Aim high. If you don't aim high, you'll never get there. I would have, you know, not that we're there yet, but even at 69,000, when I started the channel, I would have never guessed that there's this many people would subscribe to little old me melting stuff. So I appreciate that so much. The gold one, yeah, we'll get the gold one. That's a million subscribers. Carrie's thinking very big, bigger than I think, for sure. All right, you're gonna heat this up and blow. This is gonna be the mouthpiece for the yellow droplet. This is again that yellow color from North Star. And so just so you guys know, we have the cameras set differently. So the front facing one, we wanna let more light in so that you can see the whole, my body, my hands and everything like that. And some of the other ones we have set down a little bit more so you can see into the flame. So certain camera angles, you're gonna be able to see hand movements. Certain camera angles, you'll be able to see into the flame. And we set that like that on purpose. All the cameras have didymium filters. It's not about the filter that lets you see into the flame, which that's part of it, but you also need to be aware of the ISO setting, the ND filtration, the aperture, and everything that goes into it. To make those really accurate shots. So it is not a didymium filter. Sometimes I get the comment, why don't you use didymium filters? I use didymium filters, don't worry. All right, just gonna heat this up and even out the walls and then attach it to a blow tube. And then we're gonna go get ready to start to make a droplet. A yellow droplet for my friend. All right, heating this up, condensing this back down, and heating it up, and that's gonna even out the walls. So I have 3 foot pedals on my bench right now. I have this one which controls the Mirage, and then the next one which controls the Delta Mag. And then I have the Naquala pedal, and then I'm additionally thinking about getting a pedal for my Bunsen. So I'll have 4 pedals like a guitar guy. You know, have like a bank of different sound effects. All right, time to open this up. I ran out of clear rod the other day, so I had to go get some. All right, we are so close to 100 people watching at once. That's amazing. I'm not sure what their numbers were in the last streams that we were doing at the beginning of lockdown. Now we're not locked down. Maybe we should call these the not lockdown, the free at last live streams. California, we were locked down from March 15th, 2020 to June 15th, 2021. It's a long time. We all went a little crazy. All of us. All right, let's open this up. Open up the hole here. And we're going to attach a blow tube. And we're going to switch over to the lathe pretty soon. I think maybe a little bit more prep work on the torch actually. Open this up. All right, let's get a blow tube situated. You gotta put heat in here on your metal blow tubes, otherwise that thing cracks really fast. There's a little bit of a messy break, so let's trim this off. Open this up with the jacks. Little flare. Now we're gonna do a connection. I was teaching in Australia once, and the person in the class, he kept calling this a connection a join, J-O-I-N, and I didn't quite figure it out for a while. I thought he was talking about joints, you know, and I was like, man, can you call this a connection, not a join, for the clarity of the language that we use? He didn't like that very much. You know, language is important, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna pull this off. Look at those pretty patterns that we get with this yellow color. This is dangerous, so you wanna make sure you put that away from you, because that's gonna break off and spit some glass everywhere. I do have a set of jacks for sale, just so you guys know. They're very difficult to get. They're on my website. It's a new pair that wasn't used. They're the Dona Fuyin jacks. Very nice set of jacks. Under the tools section, I have some used tools, and jacks are on there. So if you are interested in a pair of jacks, which are the most amazing, best tool ever invented for glass blowing, there's a nice pair on my website. And it matters which ones you use. It matters with the glass. A little bit uneven of a blow. I'm gonna connect something to the other side of this, make this even. All right. Yes, let's all subscribe and like. You should also subscribe to Teo Glassworks channel. She has a YouTube channel and she puts up glass blowing videos. So you can subscribe to both of our channels if you'd like. Teo and Lee, I'm not sure you noticed, but you guys are blue, and that means that you're moderators. So you can moderate the crazies out of the group. All right, let's open this up. Don't moderate me out of the group, please. I'm a little myself. All right. Oh, you guys, you want to hear something? It doesn't really matter because I'm going to say it anyway, and you can't say no. That's the beauty of the live stream. All right, so for a long time, many people who were close to me called me a hippie. And I always said, no, I'm definitely not a hippie. I always rejected that, I guess, stereotype or whatever, like identity for myself. I was like, no, I'm definitely not a hippie. And I had this friend over the other night, and we were chilling in the hot tub, and she's like, you're a hippie. I'm like, dude, I'm not a hippie. She's like, look around. You're sitting in a hot tub in your backyard. We just made dinner from the lettuce that you grew in your garden. We're next to your glass blowing studio. Your house is fucking purple. Like, you're a hippie. And I was like, oh shit, maybe I am a hippie. And the reason I don't think that I'm a hippie, or didn't, I've changed my ways, is because my dad, who was, in my opinion, an actual hippie, rejects the identity himself, because he said that a hippie, you know, they were in 1969, they didn't care about money or having a home, and, you know, like just transients. And my dad was like an artist and trying to like build something. So he's like, I'm not a hippie. And so I always use that definition, which I guess I realized that that's not really fair. There's a modern definition of a hippie, which I think I do fall under. So I'm a hippie, you guys, in case you're wondering. I sent my dad a text the other day. I said, Dad, I have some news to break to you, man. We're hippies. I hope you're sitting down. I'm not sure how he took it. I wasn't with him, but that's the story. That's story time, hippie story time for you guys. All right, now we're gonna connect this. 98 people, 98 people. Nobody leave the chat. 99 people. Nobody leave the view. We're gonna break 100 people. Nobody leave. And then we're gonna get to 100 people watching at a time. We should have some prizes, you know? I can tell you dad jokes. I'll tell you a dad joke at 100 people. So that's your prize. You get a dad joke, and if you go like, oh God, that means I told a great dad joke. It's my specialty. Dad jokes, not funny jokes, stories that don't really go anywhere. Back in my day, we used to wear an onion on our belt. That was the style at the time. Onions, not red onions, white onions. All right, we're 97. We lost 3 people. We lost 2 people. We gotta stay together, stay as a community. We need the dad joke. All right, connection made. Let's even this. Oh yeah, I've got to focus here because I'm trying to make this even. I got to focus on this for 1 second. No dad jokes. 99. We're back up to 99. We're at 100. Are we at 100? Somebody said we're at 100, but we're back to 99. Oh, we're at 101. We did it. All right, dad joke time. The other day, I caught my older son, Shiloh, chewing on an electrical cord. I know, it's crazy, and he's old, and he shouldn't have done it. He's almost 18. So I had to ground him because he was chewing on the electrical cord. I know, it's not a great joke, but there's more, which is even better. After I grounded him, he was conducting himself way better. Ba-bum-bum. It's a 2-part dad joke. For all of you guys, all 102 people watching, there you go. Dad joke prize. Oh, man. Yeah, I know. It's great. It's great. You know why elevator jokes are so good? Like why they last so long, you know, throughout the ages? Do you guys know why elevator jokes are so good? Well, I'll tell you, whether you want to know or not. It's because they work on so many levels. Oh, God. It pains me just to say it. All right, now we have this prepped up. Dad jokes and glass blowing every Tuesday at 7 p.m. You can count on it. Two for one, the 2 for 1. I know. On a scale of 1 to 10 on jokes, it was definitely a -2. But you got 2 for 1. Amazing. And there was a little elevator encore for you. For those of you guys just joining, I am making, I'm prepping up a droplet. Right now it's the mouthpiece and maybe the joint, depending on how much glass I have. Mouthpiece and joint for a droplet. And the yellow is a super soft color, so I have to be kind of mindful. See how it's like gotten a little bit thin right here? It's because it's so soft of a color, it stretches out. So we'll put this little section in the kiln. I'll make one more yellow bubble, and then we'll have enough yellow bubbles for everybody. All right, we'll polish this end off real quick. Drop this in the kiln. I'll let that cool for a second. Any questions? Any questions before I put this in the kiln? While I let it cool. Look at that pretty color. It gets prettier too. All right. Put that in the kiln. Let's make one more. 8:27 California time. Why don't you guys say where you're from? I know that the people switch in and out, you know, join us for a few minutes, then come back in. Let us know where you're watching from, and I'll do some more hand motions and stuff for you guys. Ah, yes. Me Lee, the recycler class. It's going to be amazing. Rich Villa is an amazing artist. I mean, he hasn't been doing it that long, I don't think, but his work is dope. He's coming out. I've talked to him a lot about it. He's making a recycler. That's on July 24th. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah, if you haven't signed up for that class, the link is right on the website. You can use the coupon code RECYCLE if there's any of them left to get 25% off if you want to sign up. And you should definitely take that class. It's going to be an amazing time to learn how to make a recycler. And as we know, we should definitely keep the industry green, and I'll be making recyclers. That was another dad joke for you. Yay. Colorado, New York, British Columbia, the Gap. Rich Villa is a G, which he is. I'm happy I was able to set your torch up. Did I set it up with you in person, or did we do that over the internet? Gus Glass he's coming. He's coming in October. I've talked to him recently about it. Yes, Ashes of Laughter. All of the classes are available after the fact. If you sign up for the class, you get 30 days. And if you're a member of the Maestrino, the mid-level tier of subscription on my website, you get access to all the classes all the time, forever. I mean, as long as you're signed up. So for 49 bucks a month, you get access to all my videos. You get access to the master classes every other Wednesday, and you get access to all the video replays of the workshops. Not the live ones, that's an additional fee, of course, but the next day or a week later, I put it up and you guys can see the workshops as well. Yeah, Gus Glass is going to be doing line work, and then I've been asked by a few people to do a class, a workshop as well, which is not on the calendar yet, but my work, as you guys know, I do a lot of different things, but line work is something I love doing, so that'll definitely be included in my workshop as well. And there's stuff there on the website. Greetings from Guatemala. Buenos noches. That's true. Plus every On the Torch video without commercials. Carrie, definitely upgrade, and I would love to see you in those master classes. Yeah, the access to all the workshops is kind of a new thing. We haven't really advertised that too much yet, but I just think it's a better system, and anybody on the mid-level tier, mid and top level tier, get access to the workshops. You know, I'm just trying to share and just trying to give access to people. Money is tight for everybody. Life is painful. Might as well try to put as much joy as easily accessible as possible. So yeah, for 49 bucks a month, you get access to so much. And for the next level tier, the private level, is $4.99 a month, and then you get a private lesson with me once a month, and I work really directly with you on like what you're doing every day, what you need to make the next day. And that's one of the reasons why one of the people earlier mentioned in this chat today, that was, I'm sure, one of the reasons that played a role in his quick progression. Let's move this a little bit. Like that. Let's move that like that. Yeah, the thing is like Lee's saying, stay committed and focused. Like, glassblowing is hard, and it's hot, and it's sweaty, and it can be uncomfortable, and it can be frustrating. And sometimes people in the industry can be assholes. So you have to stay focused on why you're doing it, on the feeling that you're getting out of melting the glass, and not the finished product. You gotta love the process. You gotta be able to be comfortable with failure. You gotta be comfortable with haters. You gotta be able to just be able to be strong and stay committed. And I say this in a few of the videos, that mastery comes from devotion to the craft and practice. It's that devotion to the craft gets you behind the bench every single day that will get you to be a master at the medium. And you can do whatever. You know, Kenza wanted me to say this in the last On the Torch video, but I didn't. But I'll say it to you guys because there's less people. Many, or at least some of the things that I've done for On the Torch, I've never done ever. In fact, the chain that I made last week was the very first chain I've ever made. And the reason why I was able to succeed on the first time, and granted, it's not the most beautiful chain, but it worked, is because I've practiced so many other things. And so I can just understand how the medium works and then make something. There's the first hummingbird feeder I ever made. It was the first cut and flip of Jake the dog. There was so many things. The first Jesus seals. All those things was the first time I'd ever done it. I did it for the On the Torch video. And the reason that I can do that is because I've spent so many hours, a disgusting amount of hours, blowing glass, watching this stuff melt in front of me, that I understand how the medium works and how it melts and how it moves. And that gives me the ability to make many different things. And that just comes from devotion and practice. And that is my 2 cents about practicing glass blowing. And don't tell anybody. That's only for you 102 people who are watching, or 87 people watching at the moment. Don't tell anybody that that was the first chain I ever made. Might get in trouble. I burned myself on that chain. I don't know if you guys watched it to the very end, but we put a couple bloopers in. That's what we've been doing now, is putting the bloopers in at the end of the videos. And I think we put a blooper of me burning myself. I even said fuck or something like that when I was blowing glass. They were so small and I have such big sausage fingers. Just burning them all the time. Oh yes, the one hater. We have one hater, you guys, and he gave us a thumbs down, and that's okay. He or they or she comes by every week that we do a live stream just to get a little bit of attention. We all really love him or her. Thank you for giving us the view count and the thumbs down. I just want to recognize you because you need a little bit of attention. So there you go. Oh my God. See, the difference between these live streams and the On the Torch videos, in case you haven't noticed, is that you get my stream of consciousness. Whereas the On the Torch videos and the online school, I'm much more focused on what needs to be taught. And I guess what needs to be taught tonight are the things that I've said. Because that's what's going on. So see how this is so hot. It's like melting all over the place. So take this off. We'll push this back in. All right. Let's push this back in. Or in for the first time. All right. And push in. Take off the little tip. All right. And pull this off. And now we might have a little bit of extra yellow for the droplet, but I was thinking maybe make the downstem, like the internal pert in yellow as well, just because I want to make it as heady as I can for my buddy. I gathered the whole rod on here. That's right, you can do 2 rods. It takes a little bit more effort to blow. The yellow is pretty soft. All right. You're welcome, MCOI. Yeah, that's true. I let my personality go a little bit more in the live streams. But you know, this is like my up personality, my presentation personality. There's a different one that is more relaxed, that happens more in general. But you know, if we're all in a group together and no one else is talking because no one else has a mic, you know, I'm the only one with a mic. But if I was in an actual group setting, I'd shut up and listen to you guys. Chad, that's a great question. Do I ever get writer's block? And the answer is yes, of course. All kinds of frustration comes up while blowing glass and being creative and working through your process. And that's just natural for everybody. And And what I found is that if you just start doing stuff, even if you don't know what to do, you just start melting stuff, something comes, and just go with that. And I talk about this a little bit in on the torch videos and on the school, is that when you feel that flow start to happen, you go with it. Don't judge yourself for what ideas are coming up. Don't discourage yourself and say you can't do it. Just do it. And if you break your thing, that's fine. You're not making, I don't make glass like just for the fact of selling it. I make glass for the fact of making it, and if it sells, that's just a fantastic byproduct. So when it cracks and I've learned something, that's good. What drove you to do your classes in teaching rather than production? That's a good question. I've always loved to teach. I started teaching really early on. In the early 2000s, 2001 maybe, started to take on apprentices. And I did production up until about 2014, 15, and where I had people working for me. And then I stopped. I wanted to make my own pieces, basically. So I have a limited production, limited series that I make right now. Sometimes I think about getting one apprentice to help me make a little bit more work, because oftentimes I just make something and it sells and there's no more. So I think what drove me to teach more was seeing people's excitement when they were starting to blow glass, and relating that and understanding and empathizing with that, my feelings about how exciting the medium itself is. And that's one of the big factors. And then the other one is just building community and gathering with people that feel the same way. And glass is so universal. A 4-year-old and a 90-year-old will both love glass, how it moves. It's so mesmerizing. And building community was always really important to me. And that's why I opened up Revere Glass, the brick and mortar. That's why I built the online school, because I want to create a safe place for people to feel creative and a safe place for people to express themselves, because that's so rare in society to have somebody, especially a male, tell other young men that they can be emotionally intelligent, that they can be creative, that they can be successful as an artist. We're often told something so different, and that really takes away from our ability to do those things. And I wanted to be out there in the world letting people know that they can do it and that they can succeed. And I still make pieces for sale, but I make them all myself now, and I make fewer of them. I really appreciate you asking that question. All right, bubble time. Even this out. It's a little bit uneven of a bubble. So we'll even this out, heating this up, soft flame, pulling this out a little bit. There we go. Evener now. Evener. Look it up. It's a word. Willie Sims, there is tons of videos on repairing cracks. If a crack happens in a piece, I leave it in there so that you guys can see, because repairing cracks is a big part of blowing glass. So if you don't know exactly where to look, I would say also try that free trial membership on revereglass.com, and I leave it in there as well. And there's tons of crack repair. You're going to want to have this tool, Bunsen burner, to help you repair the cracks. All right, we're going to open this up, and then we're going to make, that's the last bubble that we're going to need for the yellow droplet. Okay, even that out a little bit and get a blow tube ready. This is a cool little trick. So you heat up your blow tube a little bit, just not super much, and then go on the corner of your elm arbor, and that's a quick little flare. Quick and dirty flare for you. Okay, a little bit messy, so we'll go back in there, clean that up a little bit. Make it centered, nice and even. Oh, see, I looked at the comments and I pulled this too thin. That's okay, it'll still work. We're gonna do the old switcheroo like we did last time, even it out again. Pull this off, and then we set the blow tube over here. Oh, looks like I have 2 blow tubes already cooling down now. All right, let's pick this off a little bit. And we're going to heat this up, even out the walls a little bit, and then blow that out, and then connect another blow tube so that we have a little bit more even of a shape. Not that it truly really matters so much. We could definitely get all the work done as it is, but it's always nice to do clean work. As clean as you can do it. All right. There we go. 97 people watching. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't given the video a thumbs up, you should do so now. We could probably even get to 150. We're only 8 away, so that would be amazing. That would definitely be a record. I'll tell you another dad joke. I mean, I don't even know if I have another dad joke. I can think about one. $149. I better start thinking of a dad joke. Oh God, now I have to think of a dad joke. Let me see here. Kenzo, what's a good dad joke that I tell sometimes? You don't know? You don't remember them? They're just so bad you don't remember them. All right, let me focus on remembering some dad jokes. All right. Attach a blow tube to this thing. Okay, it's a construction joke. It's really good. It's a pretty good one. You guys want to hear the construction joke? Actually, never mind. I'm still working on it. Pretty funny. That was the joke. All right, so now we're gonna open up this blow tube and knock that off. And there we go, we can flare this open and then connect and make a little bit nicer of a seal there. Got to focus because this is super soft glass. Cymax, which is softer, plus the yellow, which is softer. Just trying to put soft heat in there. Let everything melt in really nicely. That is a much better seal. Ah, ha, such a funny joke. Ah, you want to hear the construction joke when it's ready? Unfortunately, it's a construction joke. It's never going to be ready. It's always going to be under construction. That was the joke. I know. You know what's even better about dad jokes? Here, listen. Did you guys get the construction joke that I made? Oh, no, you didn't? Well, I don't care. Guess what? I'll explain it to you. Oh, even better. That's when the best is when you explain dad jokes to people. So, the reason why it's a funny joke is because construction takes a long time and it's often not done. So the joke is, oh, it's a construction joke, but I'm still working on it. Yeah. That's often the best part of a dad joke is explaining why it's funny. Yes, Carrie, thank you for letting me explain it. I really appreciate that. Made the joke even better. All right, so now we have the bubble. That's a good one. We'll put that in the kiln. Turn that down for a second. While I put this in the kiln, you guys should all thank Kenzo for his time and effort that he puts into making this happen for you guys. Oh, that's too hot. Oh, all right. Take a sip of the water over here. It's not really water. It's fruit punch. Watered down fruit punch. All right. Well, I'm going to stream for a little bit longer, not too long. Just want to give you a heads up. I'll be going for another 10 or 15 minutes or so. I'm going to connect. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm working on a collab piece. I have a few collabs that have been sitting here. One of them is with Alderson Glass. He taught a workshop here. Amazing glass artist. He did some Filicellos, so there's a collaboration droplet. And I'm going to be working on the mouthpiece now for a few minutes before we sign off. This orange thing, that's a robot, kind of. It's a glass blowing machine. It's called an Aquala. I used it earlier in the video, so if you want to rewind, you can see me use it over the Bunsen video. Well, you know, the heat isn't so bad where we are. This is a new phone. Let's see here. Kenzo, what phone number is calling you? 415? Damn. Well, at least that one works. What? But it doesn't even say that we've added the plan.
It doesn't say that we've added it on your end, but if you call it, it goes to your voice
I'll fix it. I'll work on it later. All right, let's blow a little bit more glass. Pick off a little bit of this excess black here. Open this up a little bit, and then we're going to trim it so I can attach my little wigwag ball. Okay, now we're going to blow this open and attach this wigwag to Alderson's Filicello. Oh, it was so close of a fit, but we made it happen. Let me take this off. Oh, careful. Very thin piece of glass here. Yeah, no, I don't make meth pipes. You're gonna have to find another glass blower for that. But in fact, you shouldn't be smoking meth. This is my advice, but do what you will. Your body. You know, that's okay. People are uneducated, judgmental, haters. Doesn't stop us. We can still make glass pipes. Thank you, Carrie. Appreciate you being a good moderator. All right. Okay, now we have this kind of prepped up. Let's get the other side on there. All right. Blow a little hole in here and we'll connect the other side. I'm going to pick this out. These are going to be hollow, or a tube connected to it, so it doesn't have to be a perfect termination, but we always try to go for a perfect termination no matter what we're doing. I'm just heating this up, trying to blow really carefully because I want that bubble to be very precise as to where I take it out. picking off a little bit more glass. It's thick, so I have to figure out how to open this up, being careful. And push it in and pull out. Hopefully that brings this to be a little bit thinner. Oh, it's giving me the old not blowing out situation. It's close. I can see that it's getting close now. There we go. All right. Careful. These are tiny little holes to start off with, so you got to be careful. Okay. Now we're going to attach a blow tube. Let's attach a 9mm blow tube to this. It's kind of a small hole. But it turned out all right. We'll be okay. Alright, attach that. Now I'm going to go back in and clean it up just a little bit. Try to make it nice and centered. And now we're going to detach this side. We're going to attach another wigwag to the other side. Nate, I originally was trained in soft glass in Italy, and I've worked many hours in soft glass. In fact, much of my technique is based on my time in soft glass. I transferred a lot of, I was definitely one of the first lamp workers to be using soft glass tools for pipe making. So yes, I have a love for all glass, except for bead makers. None of you guys are bead makers, right? I'm just kidding. So I'm going to pick this out, bring that a little bit in, so I'll remove a little bit of the black and put that other wigwag on here. There we go, that's nice. Oh, you do? Yeah, well, we were thinking about there's a spot that I was thinking about building a little furnace here. It's a project that seems to always want to happen, but never does. Okay, let's open that up just a little bit. Now we're going to go get the other wigwag ball. Look, let's put this in the Naquala and keep this hot while we do it. We'll use the Naquala for a second. Oopsie, wrong pedal. Push that button. There we go. All right, now we have unlimited time for me to make this last little section gonna heat this up and do the same thing, try to line these up and connect this, and this will be the mouthpiece for the droplet. Little tiny wigwag balls. All right, now we'll pick out a little bit of a hole here. I did make these wigwags, I did, and Alderson made the Filicello. Blowing this out, just opening this up, kind of careful again, trying to make sure that the hole comes to where I want it. There we go. That was a good one. Flare this open a little bit using one blade of the jacks. Well, thanks for asking about my available work. It's all on my website, revereglass.com. I don't take any custom orders, unfortunately, but if you want something that's on my website, you can grab it. I may put up a Terp Slurper set. I don't have one made or anything, but you know, I might eventually put one up, but that is where all my available work is. I don't take custom orders because I don't want to have you wait for too long while I'm busy trying to do a video or raise a couple of teenage boys as a single father. But if there is something that you like, I definitely appreciate you picking it up. Flare this open a little bit more and match that. All right. Now I got to match up these 2 points together. So I'm looking to see where they match. And there they go. Match the 2 points. Pull this off. Pulling off a little bit of excess, or you know, part of the wigwag here, because I'm a little bit nervous that the size of this mouthpiece will be too long. So I'm trying just to keep it small if I can. Gonna heat it up, let it condense on itself and blow out. Trying to keep it centered. So you can see, somebody asked me earlier which direction I go, and especially in a situation like this, I rock. I'm not trying to mess up my lines. It looks like I could have pulled a little 2 millimeters of black, but that's okay. It's still a really good size for what I want. So we're definitely in the right range, which is great. So now I'm going to try to make this all even, like even width along the whole thing. So I'm just being really careful. Make sure you roll back and forth, because I don't want to mess up my line work. That's looking close. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit more, maybe. I think that's good. Maybe a little bit more. That's pretty good. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach the other side, condense just a little bit more on the other side. Tweezers are hot. Now they're not. Oh, it's one of these tough ones to open again. Oh, we're close now. There we go. So we're gonna even out this wall a little bit. This lip. Thanks for putting up with the trampoline, you guys. Okay, we'll connect this here. Okay, now we're going to even this out, and then this is going to be the mouthpiece of the collaboration droplet with us. All right, there it looks pretty much good. Pop a little hole in here so that it's ready for maybe a lip wrap or a flare. There we go. I'm just gonna leave it like this for tonight and decide if I want to put a lip wrap on it or if I'm just gonna flare it all the way with the color. I'll show you guys what that looks like. I'm not sure you can see it super well on the camera. All right, we'll pop this in the kiln, and then I'll be able to answer any questions that you have before we sign off for the day. So, did you guys enjoy the stream? It was the first one in a long time. And, you know, let me know what you thought. If you have any questions, I'll stay on for a minute or two and answer them. But I really want to thank everybody for joining and all the 156 likes, and I'd like to especially thank the the one hater, I hope you're still here and we're able to enjoy the rest of the video. And yeah, thanks for so many people coming. It's not the man show, it's a trampoline. And I have an Airbnb at my house and the guests are having a party. I don't want to disturb them. You guys are great. I appreciate so many of you guys joining. Make sure you go to revereglass.com. Check out the school if you haven't. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, definitely do that. Helps everybody out. And I don't know. Is there anything important that I need to tell you guys? Sign up for the Rich Villa workshop. That's going to be amazing. What would I tell a new apprentice? I wouldn't tell him anything because I'm not going to take on an apprentice. But I would say, be careful who you apprentice with, is what I would tell a new apprentice. What is the meaning of life? Jay, the meaning of life for you is to drink Coca-Cola, a lot of it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, really appreciate you joining. We'll be back next Tuesday for streaming with Dustin and Kenzo. You know how to reach me, just that chat button on the website. Are you all water now? Good for you, Jay. I was a little worried about you. Water is way better for you than Coca-Cola. All right, you guys. Thanks a lot for joining. Kenzo, when you're ready, you can end the stream. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We'll be back next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. So mark your calendars.